What is up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Mark Rowley. This is Inside Mark's Mind. I have a really awesome guest with us today. I've always loved being around Mason. Welcome, Mason.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
How's your day been?
It's good. Sun's shining. No complaints over here in happy North Ogden.
Oh, good old North Ogden. I haven't been up there for quite a while, so...
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how far Kaysville was, though, until I drove out here. Popped out by Davis High. Looks like a spaceship still.
Like a spaceship.
A lot nicer than Weber High was, so...
I know, they redid it a couple years ago from, like, this dungeon. It was just bad.
See, up at Weber, it was like a legitimate dungeon. We had no windows. Like, the only windows were by the lunchroom, so we're talking bomb shelter. No one's coming in.
Which we need now, because it feels like we're going to be going into, like, apocalypse. And
I'm ready. I've watched so much Walking Dead. Like,
dude,
I'm ready to roll.
With your fighting skills?
Let's roll.
With me on your side, little mini-me, we could be, like... just taken down.
We'll just put you in like a little backpack, and you'll shoot from the backpack.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm down.
I'll whip out a crossbow.
Dude, speaking of that, we should be like in the WWE.
Oh yeah,
tag team stuff.
Oh yeah,
like you're getting choked out for a second, but out of nowhere I come. This
Here comes
guy
Mark from the top ropes, flying
with
elbow,
the chair or something, and then I knock that guy out.
Absolutely.
And, like, crowd goes wild, confetti everywhere.
Crowd goes wild. We win the tag team championship.
We win the tag team.
Yep.
I mean, dude, that would be legendary, but. Today, I'm excited because me and Mason are single. And with that being said...
And ready to mingle.
Single and ready to mingle. And the topic is going to be Tinder, online dating apps. I mean, I only go to Tinder and Mutual right now, but...
I've done it all.
You've done it all?
I've done Tinder, Bumble, Mutual. I'm not even LDS, and I tried Mutual out. Gave it a shot. I did Hinge. I even got convinced to make a Match.com, a free version, and that was whack. I'll explain why I felt that was, but I've done it all.
Holy crap,
I've done
that
it
is
all.
Funny.
I feel like I'm leaving one out, too. But, I mean, Instagram's basically a dating app now, too.
Dude, it really is. It's a freaking joke. I mean...
People are flying into DMs like kamikazes.
Dude, you have to market yourself so good.
In
order to like look good on there, and I hate that. I don't. This is the worst thing. But man, this is cool. So there's a lot of like crazy. Wow, I'm butchering that. Statistics on like Tinder and online dating, and now that like we've gone to online dating, like we are forced. We've been forced to go to online dating ever since COVID-19 hit. Like my dating game has been destroyed.
Yeah, it took
it's
my
actually
dating life.
Well. Never really had a dating game, so...
I had a little bit of one rolling, and then all of a sudden COVID hit, and they're like, you have to stay home. And I was like, sweet. Sorry, girls. I have to stay home.
I'm done. I don't have to waste money.
It kind of like worked out in my favor, though. I was like, cool.
I know.
Cut any ties, start fresh, clean slate.
Don't have to waste the money on it. I'm not saying it's a waste. I'm sorry. That sounds bad, but like...
It can be a waste, though.
It can be.
Absolutely.
I'm not kidding you. I've been robbed a few times.
For sure.
Like, they've totally just wanted to like... Oh, I want to go get some dinner, and then nothing afterwards. Ghosted.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. I can definitely look back and see a couple dates that I would have rather not have gone on. Yeah. And wish I could have that. Necessarily, I shouldn't say money back, because like the date itself is never too expensive, because I try and keep it. I
try to keep it below like the first date. I've got like a rule of thumb. I try to keep it below 30-ish, but like if we're like
that's even way more for me.
Like 30's a lot. That's quite a bit.
Like mine, coffee shop date, first date.
Every time.
Figure out if I can click with them, if we can have conversation. Because if we can't have conversation over a cup of coffee, tea, hot chocolate, if you're LDS, whatever you like, you know.
See, but it's different for me because I can't go. Well, I don't like hot chocolate because
you get like just a tea or a sandwich. You don't drink tea though, probably, huh?
No, because I'm LDS.
Yeah.
So and that's like another thing that's kind of cool. So for all that are listening, I'm LDS, and Mason, I don't know if you're practicing anything, but I mean, but yeah.
I'm not religious. I think that's the best way to put it. Not religious, still figuring all that out. I feel like my take on it is there's so much out there to learn that I just don't know yet.
For sure.
I definitely believe in something though. I'm not like against anything like that. So
for sure. So yeah, like that's kind of what's the big thing that we wanted to dig into was like Mason's perspective on dating in Utah, like online dating, and then my dating, like the perspective that I've got, because I'm sure it's similar in many ways, but still so different because, like, what has it been? Has anyone ever, like, the minute they find out that you're not LDS, do they just like run?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I've had it before, we've just been, talking, doing our thing. And then they're like, hey, are you LDS? And then I drop them like, no, I'm not actually. And then they ghost, which I get it though. 'Cause at the end of the day, if you're an LDS girl or an LDS guy, if you have those beliefs, you want to be with somebody.
For sure. Yeah. It makes
similar
sense.
Beliefs, especially, correct me if I'm wrong, but like marriage in the temple is a very big thing. So it's Mason Schlange can't give you marriage in the temple. And so, generally speaking, for your sake, it would be better to not date me, because I would rather have someone not date me than try and change me. So
For sure. But I think, though, the way they go about it is the problem.
How so?
Because some of them can be rude about it. I'm sure. Have you had any rude experiences? Like,
I haven't had crazy rude. Just very, because they're very passive, is what I've noticed. Like, most of them aren't very direct, so it's very passive, and they just stop talking to me, which is fine, because then I catch the hint really quick. Like, cool, you're doing your thing. You're hanging out with your return missionary homeboy, so it's all good. Sure. It is what it is. No hard feelings, and I make sure to be as respectful as I can, because there's nothing worse than that guy that's a douche who doesn't respect somebody else's beliefs in that sense. So and I have like one of my really good homeboys. He married an LDS girl, and he's not LDS whatsoever. So it can happen. I just think there has to be those boundaries set in place, and
for sure
respect for sure, because they will collide. Those beliefs will collide eventually.
Definitely, it'll be more of a challenge.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure. I don't know what their situation is like, but I think you can make it work. I've seen lots of couples make it work that are, not LDS, and they could be Catholic and whatever other religion they are. I don't know, Russian Orthodox. I don't know.
I knew a guy that was, his son was dating like a Russian Orthodox girl, and I guess she was crazy intense. And I was like, I would love to date a Russian girl personally. Something about them turned me on, so I don't know what it is, but I've always thought that. But maybe it's because it kind of scares me a little bit. But
dude, they are scary. They could throw me like Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico, like,
they know how to fight.
They'll fight me. Yeah, I know.
They could throw a better overhand than anyone I know.
Like, reminds me of those Russian movies where they're just like doing those crazy things.
Always.
And anytime I get onto Facebook, I see like one where they're like driving down the freeway with like two wheels on their car. I'm like, what are you doing? They always
make Russians seem like so hardened. I love it. Totally. It's so great to me. Totally. Like that stigma they've created where Russians are just these brutal, like, hardcore people,
She would definitely wear, if I were to marry a Russian, she'd wear the pants in the relationship for sure.
Oh yeah, I'd let her too. I wouldn't fight. I'd let her do her thing.
I'd have no ability.
I'd be a house husband for sure.
I would love to be a house husband.
I'm like, you want eggs for breakfast, babe? Okay, I'll get on that. I was like, you want me to mow the lawn?
Yeah, you want cheese with those too? Like,
I can vacuum. I'll change the diaper, and I hate changing diapers.
Oh my goodness, I think I've changed one diaper in my entire life, and I guess if it were my own kids, I could do it.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Like, I get so nauseous, and like I can't stand the smell of course, poop.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, picking up my dog's poop when I'm walking him is, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do it sometimes. Sometimes I just leave it. I won't, like, if it's in somebody's yard, I carry a bag. Obviously, I'll pick it up. But if it's in the road, you know what?
Oh yeah,
I'm not
let it
touching
be. Let a car tire get that.
Like the sack, you feel it warm. Yeah, no,
I can't.
No, thank you, sir. So I don't know, like, if I ever have children, how that's gonna go. But if she was Russian, I'd obviously have to do it because I wouldn't have a choice. So
yeah, those Russians, man, she'd make you do it. She'd, I don't know, she'd probably. Anyways,
yeah, a little off topic, but
a little
anyways,
off topic.
If any Russians are listening to this, I'm into you.
But that kind of reminds me of like how if you're not LDS, they kind of get a little passive and, do their thing and just ghost you or whatever it is. But like, same kind of goes for me because I went to BYU Provo. It is like crazy.
The Cougs.
The Cougs,
baby.
I'm not a fan of the sport. It's the sports I'm not a fan of. They're not a very athletic school,
Yeah.
I'd say. I mean, they have some good stuff. Their volleyball teams do kill it. I will say that. I suck at volleyball because I'm 5'5" on a good day when I'm wearing my Nike Air Maxes.
No, I love volleyball. So,
But
like, if I could meet a volleyball girl that was like 6'7", I'd totally date her. That'd be sweet.
I'd marry.
I need a doubles partner. So,
dude, I would totally marry a girl that was a foot and 2 inches taller than
I'm
me.
confident enough. I can take a tall girl. Okay, maybe like 6'9". I'm good. That'd be a little intimidating, but hey,
that is
our
scary.
kids would be huge.
My kids, oh my gosh! I wish the best of luck for my kids. Whenever they come to this world,
They'll be cyclists. You'll be good. They'll have legs like you.
I'll have crazy little fit tan legs. Mine are cooked right now, but
you guys can't see it, but he's super tan right now. He's got his nice biker tan going on.
Fried. My arms got cooked this week. I've been out. I got laid off recently, so it's been kind of nice.
Oh, for sure.
And but hey, I do need a job, so I'm out there looking. But man, it was like a little bit of a bummer. But man, I've got all this free time.
Making the most of it.
I've been like, oh, look at that. You can hear I think we can hear the blender. Just so you guys know, we're in the basement at my parents' house. I'm like living the life right now, aka it's not the greatest.
It's the life.
I'm your total.
Don't let him fool you.
I'm your total millennial.
It's
I've become what I did not want to become.
You know what's funny is my brother actually sent me an email once on statistics on this specific topic of millennials moving back home, and the generation of millennials view moving back home is more acceptable than like Gen X and then obviously the baby boomers. You know? But it's more acceptable because of the situation with like cost of rent and everything. So I just thought that was really interesting. So moving home, I don't think is an issue at all.
Definitely, yeah. Like you can see, it's totally different with our generation for sure.
If you're a bum and you move back home and you're just like mooching off your parents, that's different.
You're not doing a
versus being like a roommate, like just living there and paying for everything.
I know, and like I'm definitely not being a bum. We got a podcast going. Bums don't do podcasts.
Bums fight
unless you got like some rich freaking bum out there who's got all.
And then they try and get you to give them money, and they stare at you at the Walmart in Harrisville and tell you to give them money.
Yeah, like no, bro. Like
they lock eye contact and don't let go of eye contact. Yeah, it's wild.
It's bad. But I was like leading into where girls kind of do that to you when you're not LDS. They kind of ghost you, like. And
it's understandable though. It's I get it.
I get it. But the same kind of goes for me. Like, I am LDS, but there still is where, like, if you didn't go on a mission, girls despise that too. It's like, oh, he's this not worthy person. Like, he's a bad kid. It's like,
is it because you think they're told something throughout their like youth upbringing?
I think it is. I think it's just been like engraved in their mind. It's like you got to marry this like perfect man. He's got to do summer sales. He's got to.
You got to do summer sales.
He's got to make that $500,000. Yeah,
drive a Corvette.
Yeah,
bench press 225 with the boys.
Not even a Corvette. He's got the Tesla. He's just like taking over 200 grams of protein.
He's going to message all his friends he hasn't talked to in 10 years and see if they want to be on his kick-ass team.
Hey, guys. Dude, I've got a way cool team. We're going to kill it this summer.
You're going to kill it, bro. You're going to kill it, Mason.
I promise you, man. Like, it is totally worth it. I promise.
That degree you're getting, it isn't worth it, bro. Like, when you come out with us and establish the brotherhood that we have.
Like, take a look at me. Like, I'm driving the company Tesla, but, like, dude, it could be yours. I promise. Like, it's so sick. Dude, can you imagine, like, picking up a babe in this car?
See, and, like, then on the what's funny about this is, like, we can flip it. Like, we say, like, oh, yeah, the girls will ghost this, that, and the other. Like, I get it now because I see how guys act. As I've gotten older, I see it more.
Yeah, dude.
How dudes will treat girls. And I completely get why they ghost people. Because you have summer sales bro hitting you up. I wouldn't want to talk to him either. Or if I